brain, and it sends signals and desire for what it wants. You might say, shit, I got to taste for some pizza, or I got to taste for such and such. You see what I'm saying? Because the stomach is desiring. It sends signals. If you live, the whole body lives. You die, the body dies. All things in your body is alive. Each organ, the heart, the liver, the spleen, the kidneys, each major organ is alive.
It's a nature. We call it a nature. And you know what? The question is, are we studying the DNA, or is that just the DNA studying itself?
You answered it's both. We studying the DNA while the DNA is studying itself. It's both, actually. It's actually both. The DNA is studying itself as we study. Because, for instance, God, when you be going back in history, that's time traveling right there. Because the thing is, you're connecting with what the Egyptians was preparing for you anyway. What the Africans was preparing for you. They understood that they was making history. You see what I'm saying? They knew that in the past. So with them knowing that in the past, they was aware that you were going to be looking in the future. They didn't know who you was, for who you are right now, your name, Brother Unc, but they understood that consciousness was going to be aware of the greatness that they did. That's why they left shit behind. So they was preparing all the knowledge that they got for you, and everybody else is studying it, because they knew that they was the shit. They were glamorous people. You know what I mean? Yeah. So they had to leave behind the relics. They had to leave behind.
Right. They left us something to get back to. Left us a roadmap. Mm-hmm.
Exactly. Past, present, and future all existing now. Even if you study the fourth dimension in science, the fourth dimension is nothing but time. It's just time. That's all it is.
Very interesting.
Why are you saying interesting, Brother Unc?
No, I already know we made up of cells, collaboration of cells, and we understand how a cell is made up with membranes. So all that is intelligence, and that's how it come together. I understand that.
It's all intelligence.
It's
all intelligence. Each cell, everything carries a membrane, everything carries electricity, everything is all part of the divine intelligence. That's it.
Yeah, got that piece.
I got another question.
What's the question?
Shoot, go ahead.
Prince King.
All right, good. All right, cool. That was dope how you broke that down. I appreciate the answer. That's really good. All right, this second question is just, you touched on it again. All right, about vibrations, right? And we all are vibrations. We're all just vibrations. That's how we exist. Someone broke down the other day that it's not five senses. It's only one sense, and that's touch. Like light touches our retina, sound touches our eardrums, taste touch our taste buds. So it's taste. So that's one way to do it. So, this is about vibration. We're all like vibrations. We're connected on vibrations. Now, meditation. Now, because meditation to me seems like a source of homeostasis. Is that like the vibrations? We're creating vibrations, and we're putting our whole body into like a settled vibration. Now, my question was basically about types of vibrations and types of. I know you said you studied Buddhism and the Zen, so I was going to ask you. If you knew about like Om, Ma.
Yeah. In Zen, the thing what I like about Zen, God, is that we don't deal with syllables. We don't deal with Om. We don't deal with none of that. We drift off in complete silence. There's no syllables to it. Even though Om is a great vibration, but the original cosmic vibration is really something called Ang. If you just be quiet and listen to the signals in your ear, you can hear that. You can hear it. You see what I'm saying? It's vibration, because vibration only exists in sound waves. Space does not have sound. It's like a fucking vacuum up there, but a web of energy. What gives us sound is the electromagnetic field and gravity, which produces sound waves. You see what I'm saying? So once you do drift off into the void, the thing is, when you're doing meditation, like when I meditate, I try to forget. I don't want to think about shit. I want to black out and let ideas just run and flow until you're able to control your thoughts. Because a lot of us don't know how to control our thoughts. That's why the Africans in China, or the Shang people, they said that the brain was the monkey. A lot of our minds is running wild. And when your crown chakra open, when you can't do shit but think all the damn time, you can't even sleep because you're thinking. You know what I mean? You can't even sleep because you're thinking. You land in one position thinking because you didn't activate the pineal gland. You didn't activate the pineal gland. Your brain is study thinking, projecting thoughts over and over and over again because you didn't activate what we call chakras are nothing but energy centers. You activated that part of the brain stem. You activated your ideas and thoughts, and now you can't control it. So when you're doing Zen, you're trying to say fuck everything. It's basically saying fuck everything and just saying fuck it. Just being a part of nothingness, which is the true and living God. Or I don't want to, the true and living source. Nothingness. Hallowed be thy name. Nothingness. You know what I mean? Nu, which is in ancient Kemet, Nu, the primeval waters, which is nothing but the wave, the water, the wave particles. That's all that exists in the real world. It's wave particles. Our ancestors right now are only alive because you alive. If you weren't alive, your ancestors wouldn't be alive. But they are here because the reason why they're alive because you are alive. They exist in your DNA. And they are right now, they're what we call celestial beings of light. Because light is nothing but information. That's all light is. It's information. Each time you read and get a new idea, you gain enlightenment. I don't give a fuck if you learn, goddamn it, if you do this, you're going to jail. You just learn what not to do. So you just gain enlightenment.
Well, all righty then. Any more questions? Preach King, you real silent over there, brother.
Good looking. I appreciate that.
All right. Well, we got any more questions. Look, everybody, we got like 30 people on the phone, 50-something people in the chat. Ain't nobody got no questions? Press 1 on your keypad and ask this brother a question. Oh, here we go. 646. 646, you on the air. 646, go ahead.
Hey, what's up? This is Jelani from Brooklyn. Just want to ask brother, okay, how would you define or describe consciousness?
Consciousness is awareness. Consciousness is something that we really can't perceive. It's something that is. It just is. Everything that we deal with is based off your own personal perception. The way I see things will never be the way you see things. Consciousness is something that just is. It exists in a wave particle, but it needs the brain stem in order to make out the different perceptions that it's being aware of. You see what I'm saying? Right. Consciousness it just is. You really can't personify it. It is. Light. Information.
Yeah, so that would mean that, okay, existing as a consciousness that then expresses itself through a physical body.
Exactly.
Does that mean that the consciousness of our ancestors is expressing itself through our DNA?
Yep. Every time you think about Africa, I don't give a fuck if it's one word, God. If you just know the word Amun-Ra, the ancestors just tapped into you because you tapped into them. You see what I'm saying? The information that light has just sparked. You're opening up your DNA, and a lot of people don't even know who Amun-Ra is. So if you just know one, it ain't about knowing everything. It's about just knowing something, because information is consciousness. It's light.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
They don't have physical bodies anymore, but their immature consciousness is still floating around.
Yes.
Itself through descendants walking around now.
No, you're right. They're right. We are the bodies. They're just waves of energy. You know what I mean? But the reason why people say they see them is because what energy they communicate on a hereafter or life, because it's another form of life. How they communicate with us and see things is through frequency and vibration. They communicate through frequency and vibration. So when a person say, "I seen my cousin," they can't keep that form for a long time. The only reason why they was able to keep that form in the front of you or you seen them standing over you is because your memory allows them to project that image off your vessel. Your vessel gives them that form. But the reason why the signal can't maintain itself that long is because that's not what they are anymore. So they're communicating with you through vibration and signal.
Okay,
that's
so basically on their end, they're matching, they're doing a frequency, like a resonant frequency match with us over here.
Yes.
To kind of bridge that communications gap, because a consciousness expressing itself through a physical body and then pure consciousness just floating around.
That's it. That's all it is. Because what happens is the wave particle, if you study science or quantum physics, the wave particle, it travels through light. Nothing travels faster than the speed of light. This whole it was not a big bang that created this universe, because sound waves don't exist in space. Now, there was an opener of hydrogen, but this hydrogen that opened up came from one little point, a dot. That dot was an opener of consciousness, which was an opener of light. That light took different forms because it created laws through the intelligence of the light. So the wave particle that existed first in the primeval state that we call the subforce emanated into light, and it used light as a vehicle to travel in order to emanate different things. So that divine spark that animates life is what man is calling God, or what man is calling consciousness, because this is what it does. If you were to pass on right now, consciousness doesn't, it's really the witness. It's not the voice in your head. It's the witness that's bearing witnesses to everything that you're doing. That's why people say when they die, they come back, they seen their life flash before their eyes.